Can you tell us with whom did you spoke? Whom did you try to persuade to help your son, to get him out of the prison, to deliver him some appropriate medical care?
They were created several consiliums in Georgia, one by the government, several, 3 or 4. And we also invited some foreigners, physicians. And 4 of them were from the United States. One was awarded Nobel Prize, and others also very famous names. And one was from Germany, one was from Switzerland, and all these very good, one from UK. And all these people were professionals, very strong professionals. And they said that he had to be transferred just to help him somehow to survive, because otherwise it's not possible to help him, and he can die. But time passes and nothing is changing. Because of our government, because they decided to kill him there. And they are obedient, actually they are very obedient to Putin. And that's our problem.
Mm-hmm. Can you point out the person who ordered or sentenced your son to die?
I think it's the main person is Putin, of course. You know why? Because in 2008, the Russian army invaded Georgia. And that war lasted during 5 days. That was short. But anyway, of course, many people were killed from both sides. But because, thanks to Lech Kaczynski and other presidents, by the way, Lech Kaczynski was initiator of organizing that meeting there in Tbilisi. And of course, United States, which sent this ship, and they stopped this invasion of Russia. That is a revenge of Putin, because he could not destroy statehood in Georgia at that time. That was his plan, to destroy statehood.
Now Vladimir Putin is revenging on your son. And why the Lech Kaczynski died?
Because of that, because of close relations, because of support of Georgia. He was a great supporter of Georgia and of my son. And by the way, I remember after the war, he once again visited Georgia in short time, and they visited a so-called border between the South Ossetia and the rest of Georgia. And they were standing there together with my son, Lech Kaczynski and my son together. And the other side, they decided to shoot. They started to shoot. And that was also a very difficult day for all us, and first of all for Lech Kaczynski, of course, because just one day he had flight to Georgia and back. And everything in one day, and then the visiting of the border and the shooting all together. So that was a crazy day, of course. But he was so courageous. Lech Kaczynski was courageous, yes, and he was a real friend. He was a great person.
Well, let's hope so that Putin will not fulfill his dreams, and your son will be free again. Well, meantime, you brought the cross of Valor.
Yeah, well, as you see, it was even before the war, before the invasion of Russians, and I'm proud of this order, of course. Let me show this big
historical piece. It's fantastic. Professor Alasania, well, thank you very much for coming to Poland, and I hope that the Polish state, that Europeans, that all people who love freedom will not only cheer for your son to receive this Nagroda Prometejska, Prometheic Prize, but also will strive and successfully strive to get him out of his current position, because he is very much needed in the free world.
Thank you so much for this award, and my son is so proud to have it. that he's awarded. Let me express my gratitude to the family Kaczynski, all of them, and of course all of members of committee, and first of all Niezależna, who were initiators of this awarding.